On our practice sheet, problem 10 is all about rotations. We're going to take our original figure, ABCD, plotted here in quadrant 1, and we're going to move it 90 degrees counterclockwise, 180 degrees counterclockwise, and 270 degrees counterclockwise. To do that, you start with your original XY values, and to go 90 degrees, see if I can write this for you, you're going to bring the Y forward and change the sign. Since it's positive, we're going to make it negative, and the X just goes to the back. To go 180 degrees, we follow that pattern. We bring the X forward and change the sign, and we take the value here in front directly to the back. And to go 270 degrees, again, change the sign of what's in the position of Y. Since it is negative Y, changing the sign makes it a positive Y, and take this one back. If you'll follow these rules, you'll get it right each time. So my original A, B, C, D are rewritten here. To go 90 degrees, we'll call this one right here, the 90-degree rotation, we'll end up with the 1 being copied directly to the back. The Y value came to the front and became negative. So here for B, our 3 comes to the front as negative, and the X value that was 3 goes to the position of Y. For C prime, right here, the 3 that was Y comes to the front as a negative, and the 2 goes to the Y position. Likewise for point D, the 2 comes to the front as a negative, and the 3 goes to the back. Once you plot those 4 points, you'll end up with A prime, B prime, C prime, and D prime in the second quadrant. Our original picture was in quadrant 1. Now to do a 180-degree rotation, we're going to look at A prime, B prime, C prime, and D prime, and do that same movement where the value in the Y position will come forward and the value in our typical X position will go back. Remember, when we're coming forward, we're changing the sign. So here for A prime, we had a 1 in the position of Y, so we're going to bring it forward and change it. And we're just going to take what is in the position of X and write it in back. Same thing for B prime to get to B double prime. Bring the 3 forward and change the sign, and bring the other value to the back. For C prime, bring the 2 forward and change the sign. Take the C value, or the X value of C prime to the back. And for D, -3, -2. I'll now plot that. And I'll write the coordinates by it. And remember, this was our second movement from our original, so we're calling this A double prime, B double prime, C double prime, and D double prime. You've now completed both the 90-degree rotation in the second quadrant and the 180-degree rotation in the third quadrant. Our final rotation will be 270 degrees counterclockwise. So it'd be 90, 180, 270. We're going to end up down here in quadrant 4. We're going to take the points from our 180-degree rotation, and we're going to change their sign. Or if you want, you can go back to your original and just look at your rule. Let's try one like that. So my original points, we'll look at the A, B, C, and D. It says whatever we start with to go 270 degrees, our Y comes forward, our X moves to the back as a negative. So we're just going to bring from our original our 1 that was Y forward. We'll move our X to the back and make it negative. For B, we'll do the same thing. We're bringing our y forward and taking our x value of 3 to the back and making it negative. For C triple prime, our y was 3, we bring it to the x position. Our x was 2, we take it back and negate it. For our last one, bringing our 2 forward, our 3 that was x to the y position, and changing its sign. I will now plot those points. I'll connect them, and I'll label them A triple prime, B triple prime, C triple prime, and D triple prime. You've now completed 3 rotations of the original figure. I just changed the rule a little bit to show that the y value came forward on each of these and the x value went to the back. But when the y value came forward, we did change the sign. If it was positive, we made it negative. If it was negative, we made it positive.